Guys, I want to welcome everyone and thank you for coming to my restaurant. Please come a little closer. It's very casual. This dish you can make at home. You can also, share a recipe. I think I have a recipe actually, send it out for everyone. So try it out. It's really good. It's very simple. It's very good for parties and for family. So I hope you guys try it out. My inspiration of this dish is coming from when I was living in Singapore. I was consulting for 35 Chinese restaurants, very high-end. And as you know, Southeast Asia, they have many inspiration from, Indian, Malay, and also Indonesian, and also different part of Chinese coming from Singapore. So their food is very fusion. So I learned this tomato jam while I was doing this guest chef in this restaurant. And this chef is from the southern part of India, and he made this, and you just say, hey chef, taste this. I said, what is this? Looks beautiful, the color is very vibrant, and I always love Southeast Asian and also Indian style of flavors. So I'm going to share that with you guys today. So come on a little closer, don't be shy. Today I am making polenta, which is ready-made, of course. It's like a little polenta cake. Now, you can buy this in the supermarket. Come in the log, you can cut it into the circle, you can cut it into a little strip. Whatever you like, you can also cut it like lengthwise into one big piece. It's actually very nice serving on the plate. So the thickness, I choose about, would you say this is a ½ inch, John? Yes, something like that. I have wild shrimp from Argentina. For the past year, I've been searching for the best shrimp. I find that because there are so many shrimp coming from Southeast Asia and they're putting so many different kind of chemical. So I was really kind of disappointed with the flavor. So I decided to search and search. Finally, I got some shrimp from Argentina. And this is a wild shrimp cross between almost like a flavor of crawfish and a shrimp. So you can taste that little bit of like lobster shrimp flavor today. And also tomato jam, I have chili, I have a little bit of palm sugar, and also tomatoes. Tomatoes, yes, coming season very soon. You can use fresh tomatoes. I have mustard seed, and also it's a little bit of vegetable, a little bit of butter. I'm going to use it to saute the shrimp. So what I'm going to start choosing frying pan. It's so important in our trade. I'm sure it's like you guys have different kind of updated computers. What is the best, fastest. So I think it's very similar because I believe in our craft and your craft is also too is very important. Finding what is the latest. Now the latest tool that we always learn from as a chef, we always research. Always go to restaurant. Hey, how did you use that? And how did you find that? So we share all this information, and sometimes, when we get the tools, we can start how to express ourselves, the word is, being creative. I'm going to start with a little bit of vegetable oil. Now, sometimes, chef always asks me, hey, how come you don't use olive oil? How come you use vegetable oil? Sometimes I find that vegetable oil has a cleaner taste, the word is. So I'm going to use a little garlic. Shrimp goes down. Then I start with garlic. You notice I am not using a lot of oil, just a little bit, and then a couple of pieces of butter. A little pinch of salt. Now I'm going to start the tomato jam. Again, a little bit of olive oil. Vegetable oil. Before that, I'm using a little mustard seed, black mustard seed. Now what I do is I on purposely kind of roast the mustard seed a little bit, get a better flavor. And then I put garlic, and then chili, And I don't know if you guys know about this curry leaf. I want to pass it on. You guys take a leaf and smell it. This is one of the most interesting things that I use a lot in my Southeast Asian cooking. Now, that's what I always really like, proud being Canadian. A lot of people, even from other part of the States, they cannot get the things what we can get because the quota is very different. For example, durian. I don't know if you guys, anybody know about durian? Yeah. Right? So durian, in the state, they only come in frozen. Mm-hmm. But Canada, actually, we are allowed to bring in fresh. Yes. So it's a huge difference. For example, calamansi lime. John, can you grab some calamansi lime for me? I want to show it. Now, I have some curry leaf, they call it. And I chop it very fine. And then I roast it with the garlic, with the seed. I love this really kind of like very exotic taste normally. It's not basil, it's not cilantro. Then I put tomatoes. Now I'm making basically almost like a tomato jam. Can you give me a lemon? Yes.
The scent's going this way.
This side can smell it, that side can't smell it.
Oh, okay. Don't start trouble here now. Don't get trouble. I have, if you guys want to come here a little closer, please, feel comfortable. I have a little palm sugar. As you know, a tomato is a fruit. So sometimes I enhance it with just a little bit of sugar to give a little bit of that sweetness to come through.
Why palm sugar? Not
Well, I think it's one of the healthiest sugar. And also the sweetness is not so intense like refined sugar. So normally I will use honey, palm sugar, or even cane sugar. Those are my three really major sugar that I use in my kitchen. And that's a very good question. Now, do you guys very conscious with you guys younger generation? Do you conscious with sugar intake? You do, yes. Right? Yes. Yeah, I think I was just in the state, discussing with some chef about between American and Canadian, the consciousness of healthy eating. And I think we are really advanced in many ways for people being educated. Now, I have some lemon. I'm going to add some lemon juice to balance, right? To balance that sweetness from a palm sugar. Now, I want to pass around to show you guys calamansi lime. And I want you to smell it, taste it if you want.
Where's this from?
This one is all the way from the Philippines.
Oh, wow.
And it is between a lime and an orange and also tangerine.
Oh, wow.
Yes, very good with tequilas. If you guys like tequila, highly recommended. Can you give me another frying
We like
pan?
food and wine and liquor,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
Yeah. Calamansi, yes. And I'm sure anybody from Southeast Asia in this crowd? Yes, I'm sure you understand calamansi. You probably use it, in your cooking. They use it a lot for drinks. Please have a little taste and a little smell if you like. So, I'm binding the tomato. Need a little. Huh?
Very good, it smells very nice.
When I was a kid, my mom used to use calamansi lime or lime leaf from the calamansi. And then we would, during Chinese New Year, we would have bath to just get rid of, thank you, to get rid of all the bad stuff. So this is one of the tradition. I don't know if it's true all these years. I'm still bad in that way. By the way, did you guys see any of my TikTok with my son? Yeah. Oh yeah? So yeah, with Jack, yes. Yeah, with that TikTok, you really open up, the word is, now I'm actually back into, being well known in the market. I'm available again. So he actually got me well known again. I have kids as young as 12 years old. I was walking with my dog, and they just say, "Chef, I love you," and then the parents next to them and say, "You don't even say that to me." So it was very cute.
Oh, that's interesting.
So we've been working very hard, and I think I built a lot of relationship to get to know my son. He's 24 years old, and in the beginning, he is very, very quiet. He's one of the quietest kid in school, and he has a nickname Mute. People knows as him as he doesn't talk. So actually, I was kind of worried about him, but suddenly one day he just came in. He said, "Dad, do you think you can turn it into gourmet?" I said, I looked at him. I said, "You kidding me?" So I said, "Okay, you want a challenge?" So I built that relationship with him. So become such a new way of like starting the conversation, learning about food. And then recently we were traveling in New York and, trying different things, trying different food. And often, of course, he asked me, what do I think? And then he gave his opinion. So it's really, really great. We are learning a lot of different things together. So,
So you get the fast food and you make it gourmet, right?
correct.
Yeah.
But the downside is I have to pay for everything. That's the downside of it.
You're making investment.
Yeah,
You're making.
That's right. He's 24, and let's say another 6 years. Let's do a little calculation.
Exactly. Look at
at
the return on investment.
so Asian, thank you. So Asian, I love it. Yes, yes. So, what is the latest new invention in your field?
Wow, that's a really.
Big question, right?
Yeah.
Any like money printing machine looks like real?
Cloud?
Huh?
Cloud technologies?
I mean, in the air?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
God,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
still. My son keep telling me I'm living in the Stone Age.
Yeah, yeah.
It is so, Oh, thank you. I keep telling him that. What's my trick of? With the blender. Oh, polenta. Well,
How do you make it so it tastes good to all of us?
you really want to know?
Yes, I do.
My chef took care of it. Okay, polenta.
By another chef.
He taught it by me, yes. So, polenta, it's very tricky to make polenta cake, actually. There are different kind. There's one very coarse. I don't recommend that. I would have something really fine. And the one would really make good polenta cake is the one already roasted and dried it. And also, it's like an instant polenta. It's the best to make polenta cake. Of course, you need recipe. I think we have the recipe with you. I think you can try that. Now, if you don't want to pan fry what I do, you can basically roast the whole thing in the oven. Just like that. I flip it, and I put Parmesan cheese. I put other things. You can put other kind of flavor herbs inside. If you feel like doing that, as a vegetarian, you can like put nuts. Even chopped spinach is really nice. Some fresh herb, basil. So it's also very nice. My signature dish is Singaporean slaw. I hope some of you have been, today you will try it. That dish, I brought it from Asia, from Singapore. And I was learned the first year, actually during Chinese New Year, every family, every restaurant would have developed a new dish of how to getting better than the other restaurant, to develop something new. So I developed this recipe in Singapore, and then I came back. I changed quite a few things to adapt it to North American climax in terms of also ingredients. So it has been almost like 18 years, and it has been extremely successful. Every year the ingredients we add on something different. Of course, the price is going to go up too, right? So, so that is by the way, talking about price, you know, our food cost is so ridiculous. And buying things, you know, the logistic of shipping things in, we have to think like a couple of months, things coming from Asia. So it's a very different kind of business. Not just like as making food and being creative, and also the word is have to be pre-planned, and organization, and also changing recipe, because there are certain things you cannot get anymore. So it's quite a challenge, actually.
My friend said the Singaporean claw was his favorite dish, and the lamb chop was his favorite dish as well.
Oh yeah, we just brought the lamb chop back on the menu. Yes, yes, it is something really nice, that dish.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
So obviously, you've been here before.
I haven't. I actually asked my friend. I said I'm going to Lee's restaurant. He said that's my favorite restaurant in Toronto.
Oh, that's nice to
I'm
hear.
very jealous.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. So I asked him what did he recommend. He said Singaporean slaw and the lamb chop.
Awesome.
I'm gonna come back for the lamb chop.
Right, you can smell the shrimp, right? It smells like almost like lobster.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what you know, Toronto has such a, you know, I think we just named one of the most diverse, you know, food city in the world. So, and I agree, because, you know, I travel, I always look for different things, and, you know, always come back to our city. The food is just so good, and also so available. I mean, look at, you know, even, you know, back to what I was saying about Chinatown, right? Like 3 o'clock in the morning, you can still get fresh lobster, like great seafood. Beer, you can still drink beer sometimes. Right? Cold tea, yeah, there you go. Yes.
We've never been there.
Never happened, right?
Thank you, John.
We're very spoiled.
Yeah, it is. Yes, Canadian is very spoiled because we kind of like take things for granted, you know. But I have to say, you know, as Torontonian, we are also very, very lucky. New York is so close by too. Other countries like China, Asia, Europe, they would fly there just for a week, you know. And we just have such a great, you know. Okay, let's put this. Well, that's why they call demonstration. Just to demo.
Oh, wait. You know, so as the host of the event, you do understand that it comes. You know, if you actually come with an order, you know, a purchase order, then you get to eat, right?
So I have to say, Todd, really thank you for, you know, putting this together and chose me for sharing this experience for everyone. And now today, when you guys are having lunch, if you need anything else, I'm in the kitchen. You know, I can, you know, any specific things, I can deliver it. Please let me know and be comfortable.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, enjoy your lunch. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate that. Yes.